Hey, did you know that Peter I was 6'8"? That's impressive now. That was even more impressive in the late 1600s and early 1700s. Let's talk about him. Peter spent a lot of time in Western Europe, specifically Denmark and Germany, when he was growing up, and through that time there, he became convinced that Russia was behind Europe politically, socially, culturally, and economically. So Peter sets out on this task of westernizing Russia, which, by the way, is why a lot of European and American textbooks call him Peter the Great, not Peter the First. He builds St. Petersburg as his window on the West and then models the city after European cities at the time. I mean, this could be France. But also, St. Petersburg was built on a swamp that they had to drain, and it led to the deaths of thousands. But also, this is now giving Peter access to a warm water port, so he builds up a navy from scratch. And he reorganizes the military through his table of ranks, so people become promoted based on merit, not based on who your parents are. And he does create the Russian Academy of Science, again, in order to kind of compete with what's happening in Europe at the same time. But also he tries to get rid of a lot of Slavic culture. Like, people don't dress well and they need to dress more European and also aren't allowed to have beards anymore. Unless you pay a beard tax. He is this absolute ruler in Eastern Europe that is bringing in things like an Academy of Sciences and education for people, but it is at the expense of Russian culture and tradition. This idea of Russia needing to modernize and westernize in order to keep up with its Western European counterparts continues for a long time. So is he great or not? You tell me.